Welcome back to DS Trucks. In today's video, I want to ask the question, should I upgrade my 2019 F-250 to a 2022 or 21, I don't know what year it would be, F-350. Now, you know, the front end is new, as you guys know, the headlights are different. But, and also too, the 7.3, should I upgrade the 6.2 to the 7.3? Now, I do know the 6.2 liters tried and true. This engine in this truck has been flawless, no oil consumption, no problems like that at all. And it kind of is one of those things, like when you got something good, maybe you hold on to it. But at the same time, you know, over the years, we've gotten our dents and dings. Honestly, guys, when I first got the truck, I dinged the other side. You know, looking around the truck, there are scratches and things, very minor though. Our bumper got jacked up over the winter, but I just swapped out the bumper. It was like $250, no real factor there. But being on YouTube and social media, the 7.3 is a hot topic, guys. Anything 7.3 just does well on the channel. You know, anything 7.3 does well, so that's kind of really it. And then a lot of people are also saying that they're getting better fuel economy with their 7.3s, and you know, it is a better engine. You know, it is a better engine. Now with longevity, the 7.3 is not there yet because it is so new. I don't feel like 7.3 is there yet as far as longevity. They've had their little couple issues, but I think they're working them out. But that being said, getting into a new truck is a risk, guys. It is a risk. You're just hoping that you get, it's almost like rolling the dice. Getting a new truck is like rolling the dice. Like, look at the 450. It runs great and it is great, and I love my truck, but the oil consumption, I don't know if it's me. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I will say this, guys. Yesterday, I was working in the 450, and straight up, I idled for the entire day because it was hot and I was charging things up in the truck. I straight up idled for the whole day. So it could be me, guys. It could be me that's the reason that is burning oil. Honestly, I was in my 450 and I was thinking, like, this kind of work is perfect for like a power boost or like a 2.7 or something like that, because I'm straight up not, like, I don't know. It was just one of those things. It was just I was actually just shooting a video that day, and I was actually shooting a demolition of a house, and I was pretty much just sitting in the truck the whole day. Now, that being said, I do have a Power Boost F-150 on order. That's going to take a long time to get built, as you know, the chip shortage and all that. And I'm not anticipating. And then getting a 7.3 and putting the order in for a 7.3, it's going to take a long time too to get built. But I don't know which one will be done sooner, the 7.3 or the Power Boost. So it's a long game right now to even think about a truck. You got to be thinking 6 months out, you know. Now, the main thing that kind of makes me want the 7.3 is the order process on this truck. I missed a couple things. I did get some of the stuff I wanted, but some of the stuff was missed. 430 gears, great. I got that. That's amazing. Upfitter switches, guys. For whatever reason, this door is locked. This one's open. No, he's open. For whatever reason, guys, we did not get upfitter switches on this truck. I don't know why. It must have been some kind of issue or miscommunication or something, but the truck doesn't have upfitter switches. It's cost prohibitive to add upfitter switches after the fact. What else was missed? Something else. Oh, you know, at the time I was ordering this truck, I really should have got an F-350 instead of a 250. So that's another thing. Again, something you can't really change. There's pros and cons, but in my area, I think it's better just to have an F-350. If you're in an area where there's a lot of DOT people out there, police out there, then a 250 is cool because it's under a 10,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating. But in my area, guys, I've never seen or been an issue with DOT. And honestly, guys, I straight up stay off the freeway, and all my stuff, like, I'll pull out of here and I'll cut maybe, I don't know, I'll cut a bunch of lawns like around the corner, or like, for example, this truck, guys. This truck I've had for a couple years now. It's got 14,000 miles on it, guys. This truck only has 14,000 miles. So that being said, though, even though it only has 14,000 miles, they're all working, and like the tires really tell the story. They're about done. So the tires tell the story of like 40,000 miles or 30,000 miles, where the truck only actually has 14,000 on the clock. But that being said, 14,000 on the odometer means I can get a good chunk of change for this truck and just upgrade and keep upgrading because my miles stay low. So anyway, guys, that is the question I wanted to ask you guys. Should we upgrade to the 7.3 just for the channel? And I want to do some stuff to the truck. I don't know if we'll upgrade to the 7.3, but I hate not having tinted windows. Even though it's a work truck, it's like a fishbowl. It gets really hot. I really wish I had tinted windows. I want to do like 35-inch tires, or maybe even 37-inch tires, which I think would be fine with the 430 gears. One thing I wish the truck did have is limited slip rear axle. I have that on the 450, and that actually makes the 450 better in the snow than this 250. Even though those commercial tires aren't great, that limited slip rear axle is a game changer, I think. So if I were to upgrade this, it would be a 7.3. It'd be Iconic Silver. It would be limited slip, upfitter switches, F350, short bed, and then we tint out the windows and put like 35s on it, or 37s. 37s will require some finagling with the front end, lift level, and maybe dropping radius arms. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and take care of some work. That is the question for today. I don't know where this video is gonna go, but see you guys at the next scene. All right, guys, so we're driving along in the 250 on our way to our first job, and I just was thinking about, getting exposed more and getting, out there more and doing different jobs and talking to clients and whatever, building confidence, whatever. And I was thinking about how I first had business experience a little bit and would have to deal with clients at one of my first jobs, very early job, when I was working in a kitchen, a catering company. I used to have to go to these parties and deliver food and set up the food and and that was a little bit exposure, because you go to someone's house and they would show you, where to put the chafers and the warmers and all that. You couldn't be too antisocial, because you'd be like, I don't know, it'd be kind of a turnoff, I guess. So that's how I got exposed. They just threw me out there. It really wasn't any training or anything. They just kind of said, oh, go deliver this food one day. And I did it, and it kind of worked out. I was young. Honestly, guys, I was Jacob. I had glasses. I'm telling you guys, listen, I had the same glasses. They were transition glasses. I was the same person, pretty much. And I had to go deliver food and everything. So one time, after a while, after getting, some confidence and doing a couple jobs and doing a good job, whatever, putting on my little chef coat and stuff like that, and then going and delivering food, they finally wanted me to sell a job to a company. And they wanted me to go and deliver the food and do a tasting for all the food. So I go to this company, medium-sized little company that does ID cards, or like they do like an embroidery or something stuff like that. And they had probably like 40-50 people working there, so they had some money to, and they wanted to do something for their staff, provide food like chicken piccata and green beans and almondines and stuff like that for the staff. And our little catering company had a name in town for the best chicken piccata and all that. It was just chicken, guys. But the way they fried it and then baked it, and they had a little process that gave it its own. I don't even know what was in the secret sauce. They wouldn't tell me what was in the piccata sauce, but whatever it was good enough. And it was, honestly, guys, most of the time the chicken that I eat the chicken piccata is not even at the level of this Italian kitchen that I was at 99% of the time. I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but they put the right amount of flavoring in the piccata and the Marsala, both. But I had to sell this job to this company, and I had to go there with the warmers and all that, and I had to set it up and talk to them and make little, I don't know, smile. I don't know what you do. You just be yourself, you know. You just, hi, how are you? Oh, whatever you need, you know. You just serve like a little server, and I set everything up and put it on the plate, I think, and I don't know. And they were really nice. They were like happy. I get back to the kitchen, and the boss looks at me and goes, "Hey, you did a good job." They said they don't even want to taste the other companies. They're going with us. They're going with us. And I'm like, yeah, of course. I mean, what are you talking? This is not amateur hour. I've been seasoned here. I've gone through a process of, you know, I say they threw me out there, but maybe they didn't. Maybe they started me out small and slowly moved me up as a test and took a little risk. Because whenever you throw someone out there, or you know, everything's a little risk. And maybe, and this was a long time ago, so I don't really remember, but maybe they threw me out there. But maybe they started me slow and slowly worked me up. So anyway, I was able to win this contract or whatever to do this food, and it was kind of a big party for me. It's like 50 people. A couple weeks go by, and it comes time to do the party. It comes time to actually serve this party. And what happened is there was a lot of new people working in the kitchen at the time. I was probably the most experienced person there, and I was only there for like a year and a half. And everyone else on the party that day was new. They were all new people. So I would never forget going in to set up this party, and there were no tablecloths, and the tables looked horrible, and the manager there is like, "Hey, where are the tablecloths?" And I'm like, "Oh no." And it just so happened that there was a new office lady, so she didn't know how to put the tablecloths on the order. I was pretty new at running the operation at this level, so I didn't know to double check. So that was a big fiasco. The next issue arose when I said, "Hey man, go set up the Schaefer's on the tables." The guy looks at me and goes, "What's a Schaefer?" That's how new he was. He goes, "What's a Schaefer?" And it's a dish that you put the food in with a little light, with a little candle underneath that keeps the water warm and warms up your food, keeps the food hot. He goes, "What is that?" Dang. Guys, you can only imagine how horrible this party went. This was the worst party. It was just chaos, a mess. I mean, it was just like, I remember thinking like, guys, I sold this party to these people, and here we are, bombing, failing. We got through it. It wasn't a total fail. Like, "Oh, you guys got to leave." That would be a total fail. If you're working and they're just like, "Oh, you got to leave because this is bad." Like, this is bad. You got to. That would be a total fail. We got through, but I don't think we were ever invited back. I don't remember going back. Because usually when you get a party like that, it becomes an annual thing. And I think over the next couple years I was at the company, I don't think we ever went back. Now, had we had another chance at it, we would have been better. But I don't know. I guess that's part of the process. You have to fail. But at the same time, we didn't have to fail at that level. We could have just not failed at that level. I think we should just park up there. Like we've been. What do you think, Jacob?
What about the catering company?
About that scenario?
I mean, that's life. You just live and you learn.
To an extent, we could have done better. Like, we could have managed that better. We could have mitigated that better. But I guess at the end of the day, even still, there is some benefit to that failure. Mm-hmm. Even though it didn't need to happen. We got through it. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and cut this first one. See you guys somewhere new. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. We're just wrapping up the mowing. We do have a little bit of mulch to do, but that's gonna be it for the video. But we were talking in the truck, and we were just saying the most important thing as a young man, one of the most important, well, definitely not the most important, but one of the most important things to do as a young man is to download Audible. And dang, I'm not even sponsored by Audible. But I'm telling you guys, I listen to Audible a lot of different books. So I'm trying to see if Jacob's gonna download it. We'll see what happens. But anyway, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. This is DS Truck. See you in the next one. Over and out.